Your team. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for Payday.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back.
Here we go.
Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the center. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Collins kicks to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Jordan with the rebound. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Young dishes to Capella. Can't get it to fall. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Rockets. KD drives in. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
The mobility of Kevin Durant, showcase right there. So smooth getting to the rim.
Here's Young. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Passes it to Harris. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Durant in the corner. Lets it go from the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. KD's got his second bucket tonight. Young passes to Capella. Stolen by Harden. And he comes up with the deuce.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Magic in Orlando. Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Harden surveying the D. The 3. Not going to go that time.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
Collins, good. And now that we have some time away from it, Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble?
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history.
Young passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
The pass to Shamet. Outside, KD. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Young. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD finds Jordan. Makes it off the glass.
Size and strength of DeAndre Jordan, brushing off the defender.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 2. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Trae Young, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Brown, lays it up and banks it in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Hawks trail by 6. And here's Young, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 8 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Irving against Young. Irving dishes to Jordan. Outside, Green. Now here's Irving. Defense is right there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hold on!
You got to buckle up on that one. One of the most powerful dunkers in this league. DeAndre, though, showing off his creativity.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
We've got Brown. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Jordan can't get it to go.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Back to Rondo. He kicks to Snell. Pass to Okongwu. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Nets second.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Pass to Snell. 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here.
DeAndre Jordan's frame alone is imposing. When he's around, you can bet shooters are hearing footsteps.
Brown wide open. He fires. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Gallinari. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He dishes it to Gallinari, and Bogdanovich kicks to Snell. It's Young on the wing. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 11 points for Trae Young.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
And Brooklyn turns it over again. And here we can check out the score for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Green. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
Young's shot is good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Durant feeling it out a bit.
And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
And Gallinari kicks to Young. Buries it down low. Young's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Irving from long range. That one no good. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
Look at the leaping ability of Tony Snell. Gets up over the defense and slams it in.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Irving, and he converts the layup. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Young. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside Irving. Again, Irving missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic. Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Irving kicks to Harris. Passes to Green. Poke loose. Young with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Bogdanovich. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Snell's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 19. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point guard.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. what Clint Capella does do, he does very well.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shot clock at 5. Collins with it, guarded now by Durant. Shot by Collins, no good.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Harden against Young. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Young. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
Shamet, the pass to... Oh, wow!
Love how involved DeAndre gets on the pick and roll plays. There are a few things more terrifying for a defense seeing him cut to the basket after he sets a screen.
Harden against Young.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Shamet's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Jordan finds Durant. Fires from the wing. Rebound by the Hawks. Outside Collins. To the inside. Here's Herter. And there's the feed to Capella. Young taking his time here. Drops in the layup for 2. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Back to Shamet. Nets passing it around. KD dishes to Jordan. And the pass to Shamet. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And a new group in for the Nets. Green is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari, he's checked in for Reddish. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. Kicks to Capella. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Lays it up off the glass. Capella's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks ahead, up by 5. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Gallinari on the wing. Clock at 6. And Young, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 29 in the game.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
Here's Harden, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Harris inside. Gallinari on him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The first free throw is good. KD's checked in for Brooklyn. Landry Shamet comes in for Bruce Brown. Then for the Hawks, Reddish comes in for Okongwu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Young drives in, and they pick up 2. Young's got 33.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Harden against Young. Harden the pass to Jordan. Outside for KD. Harden outside. On the wing, Harris. There's the dish to Jordan. The second chance effort. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Huerter. A reverse. And the layup is good. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Physical D right there, but Huerter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
Harden against Young. Harden the pass to Jordan. Harden trying to get open. And it's Jordan with the jam.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience. Jordan remains calm under pressure.
2 minutes. Now, here is Young. And Jordan sends it back. And he gets it back. Stolen by Durant. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Capella. Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Impressive play by Cam Reddish. Capable of throwing it down.
Shamet up top. He kicks it to Jordan. .131 left to play here in the fourth. The Nets working the ball around now. No good from Durant. Young with the ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Here's Harden. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Harden against Young. And good that time. Young's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Hawks.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Right wing. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Jordan. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And so it's Atlanta with the W. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
talk about Dark Matter. The most powerful cards you can get in my team. You can pick up the first 2K21 Dark Matter cards.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. It's time for the NBA. D.A.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Incredible concentration from the Australian. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Pass to Young. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Back to Simmons. Harris outside. Down low. Simmons can't get it to go.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
A nice shot by Young.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
And here is Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game from 6 away. And Embiid finishes inside.
Well, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And here's Atlanta. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first 3. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
A nice shot by Young.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he seizes it.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Ben Simmons.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
And at the midway point, what stands out, Chris, to you about this phase of the regular season?
Well, Kevin, it's always that the standings are pretty much solidified, the favorites and the cellar dwellers. And this is where a front office will take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
Embiid. Here's Simmons with the second effort. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 6.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Tries it from 19. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Herter. Feeds it to Reddish. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
As long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Now here is Harris. They grab their own miss. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Capella. Reddish dishes to Young. Green with the block.
Oh, look, blocking shots is one of Green's sneaky attributes. His exceptional sense of time.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid inside. Capella's there. It's blocked. Here's Herter. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Now here's Curry. Back to Embiid. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
He's not easing his way into this game. He's coming out hot. 4 for 5 right out the gate.
Young against Simmons. And the basket is good.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Now the pass to Harris. Curry deciding where to go with it. Curry on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. It's good on the putback. And that ties it up.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
On the court for Atlanta, Young and Huerter make up the backcourt. Gallinari is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Thibault. He's guarded closely. Here's Howard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, it's going to take more than that to stop Howard. He's excellent at fighting off the defense.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go smaller this time. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up. Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
The 76ers trail. Pass to Maxey. The feed to Howard. Now, here's Thibault. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards.
And for that matchup with New York. On paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Young looking it over. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Maxey passes to Howard. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Reddish now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Out to the right wing. Now here's Milton. He's tightly guarded.
You allow Howard to get in close, he's going to punch that ticket.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Elbow shot is on the way. Almost, but it rolls out. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Milton finds Howard. Back to Milton. Shoots over Capella. Again, Howard missing. The Hawks leading. And Young with the basket on the assist from Reddish. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Maxey passes to Howard. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. That one doesn't drop.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Bible with the ball. Inside. Now, here's Maxey. Gallinari covering. Korkmaz passes to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Pass to Capella. Here's Herter. The Hawks working the ball around. Young passes to Herter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. John Cowens comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich is checked in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. Count that bucket.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Back to Herter. Outside Rondo. And the layup falls. And the Hawks lead by 3. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Harris, right side. But tried by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
And finished off by Collins.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Curry passes to Embiid. And yes, it's good. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, it's all but over.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, and the versatility Bogdanovich offers is enticing. A fundamentally sound player who does a little bit of everything.
On the wing, Green. And it's Simmons penetrating. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points. And that'll do it for...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
Here's Simmons. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 8 points for him. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jump. He's going to work hard for those.
Simmons finds Harris. Now Embiid. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Young. Pass to Capella. And here's Reddish. Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Count the basket. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for Atlanta. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Curry trying to break free. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Awesome at cutting inside. The quick feet of Simmons are hard to keep up with on the drive.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Green. A steal. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Rondo dishes to Okongwu. Excellent D from Howard. The 76ers trail by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Outside Rondo. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
They retain possession. And there's the pass to Korkmaz. Simmons with it. Out to Korkmaz for the lead, and it's good on the way in. Korkmaz has got his first bucket in this one.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
And 1:01 left in the third. Now, here's Maxey. D right on him, and that one's good. Korkmaz.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. To end the drought. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I like the aggressive approach from Simmons. He plays assertive against the defense and creates an opportunity at the line.
The Hawks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Maxey. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Outside, Simmons. And then and Simmons slams it in.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Rondo. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
No good. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks, Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Snell in at the 2-guard spot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. Looking for Young. He gets it there. And the rejection by Embiid.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
Curry is inside. Defended by Young. Back to Curry. Lock at 6. From deep. That shot missing. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Collins. And the layup's good off the glass. Collins has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Atlanta. On the wing, Green. Back to Curry. He feeds it to Embiid. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Never easy trying to stop Embiid. Even when you foul him, he still finds ways to muscle shots in.
The Hawks trail by 5. And here's Young. They get it back. And it's Capella missing. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Milton kicks to Curry. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Milton finds Embiid. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tony Snell. 6 to shoot. Harris inside. Capella's there. Kept alive.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Reddish the pass to Young. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 23 points for Trae Young.
Yeah, and this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
Back to Green. Dishes it to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists tonight. The Hawks trail by 5. Young outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Milton kicks to Embiid. Back to Milton. He dishes it to Embiid. Good on the shot. Embiid's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Here's Young. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Young's got 25 points in the game.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Gallinari's checked in. The Hawks trail by 5. And Young, here we go. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Capella. Now, here's Maxey. Gallinari covering. Here's Reddish. And the rejection by Embiid. 1:14 left here in the fourth quarter. Harris passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with a small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Capella finds Young. From deep three-point range, Atlanta now working with a new shot clock.
A workhorse from the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. Pass to Maxey. He tries for 3. Rebounded by Capella. And the Hawks with possession here. Young from deep three-point range. That 3 off the mark.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the 76ers lead by 8.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Young fires away from outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. So the 76ers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
You
on sale. But even the pink diamonds are scary good, with cards like Dr. J, Joe Dumars, Allen Iverson, and more.
Welcome to the NBA on DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Danilo Gallinari.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Now here's Giannis. It's good. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Now here is Holiday. After the miss from Trae Young. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Giannis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And it's hard not to commend the calm nature and demeanor of the Greek Freak. I mean, even in pressure situations, Antetokounmpo never seems to get outside of himself or never seems to give in to what the defense is trying to do to disrupt him.
Young from outside. Again, Young missing. Young's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Down low. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
The kick out to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. Some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Back to Middleton. That one wide left.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Herter gets it to go.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to DiVincenzo. They get it back. Lopez. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Tries again. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Young looking it over. Launches it. The putback. The rebound by Middleton. Bucks leading by 5. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Now here's Lopez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Collins. He shoots again, and Capella sends it back. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Takes it from 10. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Show up.
This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was in.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Rajon Rondo is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Gallinari in at the power forward position. Rondo's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 6. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Augustine against Rondo. And Augustine kicks to Craig. Back to Augustine. Pass to Portis. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Portis has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
But they'll get another chance. Capella against Portis. Back to Gallinari. Craig pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Connaughton. Offensive rebound. The pass to Portis. Another shot. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Portis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Good. Rondo's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, with Rondo's tenure in the league, he's been around now for over a decade and a half. He continues to give you flashes of that burst.
Portis can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Capella. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
Holiday against Young. Alinari on the wing. 1:27 left in the first half of basketball. And Young, here we go. Yep, that one goes in there. Young's got 6.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Giannis high post. Alinari on him. And the dunk by Lopez.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Shots good from Young.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Middleton on the wing. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. From about 19 feet, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. Bogdanovich passes to Snell. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And the dunk by Giannis.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Here's Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
The big fella with the big finish. Lopez rocking that rim.
Young from deep three-point range. And so it's Milwaukee. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jets. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at... And that does it for our...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Clock is at 3. Here's DiVincenzo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Super quick in transition. The Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Outside Collins. Back to Young. Over Holiday. Young's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Young dishes to Okongwu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws here for the night. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Hawks. Milwaukee leading by 10. And here's Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. Bucks number 1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Rondo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Passes it to Craig. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Craig kicks to Forbes. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Milwaukee now. Now Augustine. No points in the game yet for him. 5 on the clock. Forbes the pass to Portis. Second shot opportunity. From past the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Intercepted. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Rondo scanning the floor. Here's Okongwu. The putback. That shot misses. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Pass to Craig. Now here's Portis. He's guarded by Collins. Portis can't get it to go.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. And Middleton subbed in for Augustine. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Young's checked in. Pass to Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Portis has got 6. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden. I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Lopez, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Holiday. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Young in the corner. Shoots from the line, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks ahead. They're up by 3. And we've got more NBA action on 2K. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so in the game for the Hawks, Bogdanovich out there with Young. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Reddish. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Young against Holiday. Now, here is Young. Not a lot of room.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Rush. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bogdanovich against DiVincenzo, and it's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Young. He kicks it to Capella. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Bucket is good. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter.
Capella is getting better at sharing the ball, wanting to improve that part of his game.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Holiday against Young. Here's Lopez. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Reddish. So they take the lead. And the Hawks lead by 1. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket there.
Young with the ball. Puts it up from 12. Gallinari finds Capella. Here's Young. And that one, good. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. A floater. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Watch out now. Lopez crashing in to put it home.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Here's Young. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Giannis kicks to Connaughton. Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Then for the Hawks, John Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Young. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Up again. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Boy, if you don't block out Clint Capella, the put-back throwdown is exactly what you get.
Outside Holiday. Middleton left side. From downtown, knocks down the 3.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. It was David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Of the NBA All-Star Game, we've had some great All-Star trivia for you to earn some DC. Here's a couple more.
Up next, the Hawks. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And D.A. Jake.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, D.A. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And for Atlanta, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1. Now, here is Young, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. And that one drops for him. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Here's Harden. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
He's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Harden against Young. Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. Misses the layup. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Herter. It's hauled in by Harris.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Jordan against Capella. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Herter. Just 5 on the clock. Young.
Yeah, you really want to stay down on any kind of fake like that, so Trae Young does a nice job of coaxing the defense.
It's his first trip to the line.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kevin Herter. Harden the pass to Jordan. Rondo with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
1:56 left here in the first quarter. Harden's shot is good.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Young looking around. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And Young, here we go. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
The pass to Harden. .107 left to play here in the first, and the shot goes in.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that, because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
Now, here is Young. 12 points for him. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. That'll put Trae Young on the line. It's on Kevin Durant. Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. Brown is checked in for Landry Shamet. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Young against Irving. Pass to Bogdanovich. Young outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 17.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Luwawu. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Atlanta leading by 4. Young outside. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Young against Irving. From deep. Gets a hand on it, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. He has 6.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He did.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Tony Snell. Gallinari is out there with Reddish. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And now the defense, full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
Irving against Young. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Magic.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Irving looking over the floor to the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Rondo to the inside. And it's Capella missing. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the Magic in Orlando. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And then for Brooklyn, Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu. Landry Shamet comes in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Nets trail by 4, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Harden up top, defended by Young. Kicks it out to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met, but what a great game.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Shamet, the pass to Green. Back to Shamet. Kicks to KD. Over Collins. KD's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now, here's Shamet. Defense is right there. On the way, Harris. Just 5 to shoot. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
I like to see KD when he just elongates like that, gets all the way up to the rim for an easy throwdown.
Now, here is Young. 23 points in the game. Count it.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Harden outside. To the paint. Green in the post. Capella covering. Back to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Young outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Shamet. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Harden with it.
And arguably no one in the NBA.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches. And that's a wrap with the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Hey, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Jordan. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks score.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Harden outside. Feeds it to Jordan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Young. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this area at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
The Hawks trailing. With a tie, and it's good on the layup. Young's got 33 points.
As the top scorers in this league, like Trae Young could be, they get buckets when it's not easy to get buckets.
Durant against Collins. Fires at the elbow. Shot is good off the back rim and in. KD's got 6 points.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
Passes it to Snell. And here's Reddish. Young left side. The wing jumper off target. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. A 2-point game. Durant the pass to Jordan. Outside for KD. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, the ball hitting his hands and then the ball hitting the back of the net as KD throws another one in.
A nice shot by Young. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Brown inside. Young's there. Out to Harris. Dishes to Jordan. Second chance shot. Outside Irving. It's stolen. Young inside. He's covered by Brown. Capella. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Snell.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Brown the pass to Jordan. Now here is Harris. Defense right on him. Jordan against Capella. Outside for Durant. It's Brown on the wing. From outside off the mark. Young with the ball. Picked up by Brown. It's Collins with the drive. And finished off by Collins.
I just feel like Collins is at his best when he's going at the defense.
The Nets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. KD looking around. Pass to Brown. Feeds it to Jordan. Back to Brown. Tries a 3. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Young outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Hawks have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
As much as we talk about Trae Young and then mention Steph Curry in the same breath, I think Trae wants to carve out his own path. We know he's a dynamic shooter, can set the table offensively. Now it's about learning the nuances of being.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. It's the Nets. They're up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Bogdanovich. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Herter in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Bogdanovich, another one of those draft players that gets stashed overseas for a few years. Drafted back in 2014 by the Kings before coming over for the 17-18 season.
Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Irving's checked in.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Green taking his time here. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Green. Jordan inside. The pass to Irving. It's good. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 38 points.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 40 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Inside, here's Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Nets lead by 1.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Good work there as it goes.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Harden against Young. Harden right side. The feed now to Jordan. Here's Luwawu. They get it again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Now, DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 44.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Harden scanning the floor. Irving up top. He gets it in there. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Young inside, guarded by Harden.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Young with the steal. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Bogdanovich dishes to Gallinari. Young against Harden.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish a position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Basket good. Young's got 46 points.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
Harden left side. Irving kicks to Green. Pass to Jordan. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Green, no luck. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It falls!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
And the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Herter. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
All right, listen to this next question very carefully. Which player was the NBA All-Star Game MVP award named after?
Is it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, or Bill?
We're going to break in the action now. Let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the 76ers. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Atlanta, 8 games out.
Well, right now for the 76ers, the step forward they've taken this season has...
Oh, what a play!
Watch your hands!
And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand.
Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, and both teams trading punches. Curry finds Simmons. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. Embiid dishes to Harris. Here's Curry. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's Young, and the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His moves get Trey inside. He's able to take the shot despite the aggressive D.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
76ers have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Harris outside. Goes up on the high post. They get the rebound. Outside for Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Hawks. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Atlanta, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, he was considered to be just a piece of the puzzle when he was drafted. John Collins now a cornerstone for this franchise.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 7-point differential. Green, the pass to Simmons. Feeds to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Collins kicks to Young. Shoots. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
Back to Simmons. The feed to Embiid, and it's good for 2. Embiid's got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks trail by 9.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Out to Harris. Down low. From 8. Outside Curry. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Harris finds Curry. Back to Harris. Now here's Green. Simmons inside the line. Simmons on the wing. Harris outside. Pass to Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Embiid's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Young with no one around. And Embiid pulls it down.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out. Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
And so it's Philadelphia. They're And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Shake Milton. Embiid is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Maxey. And it's Howard in at the 5. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Rajon Rondo. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Milton. Simmons against Rondo. Milton the pass to Howard. Over Gallinari. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got his first basket.
And like Shaq in the past, it takes a ton to stop Howard on these shots. Simply bodying him sometimes isn't enough.
Rondo looking around. Over Maxey. And he overshot that one, missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Howard finds Milton. Back to Howard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Milton the pass to Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. Over Maxey. The Hawks again can't hit.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Howard kicks to Simmons. Rebound, Atlanta. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And for me, guys, that's what I call a character game. I mean, they could have closed up shop. It would have been easy to just let that one go and get ready for the next one. But they fought back. I mean, and that mental fortitude that they displayed there is one of the reasons why they're such a good team. Back to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers.
Simmons passes to Embiid, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Outside for Curry. Back to Harris. Curry on the wing. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Thibault can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 9. Young outside. 1:03 left in the second quarter.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Harris dishes to Curry. He kicks to Green. Back to Curry. It's stolen by Reddish. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Curry against Young. Curry attacking. A nice shot by Harris.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Young for 3. They get it back. Pass to Capella. Over Harris. And it's Capella missing. Korkmaz passes to Curry. And here is Green. Here's Harris. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead, heading it.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Here's Embiid. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Right side, Green. Tries again. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
As a defender, you want to force Danny Green to put the ball on the floor. Can't let him catch and shoot.
Young against Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's getting around 20 points per, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Back to Curry. And there's the pass to Embiid. Curry trying to break free. And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Here's Young, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Out left to the wing, back to Young. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Herter with it. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Good D by Embiid.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Basket counts.
This is where Herter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Back to Harris. And that one drops.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game. Something Harris relies on.
Here's Herter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Bogdanovich is checked in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. Philadelphia also making some changes. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxi's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And Embiid gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Gallinari. Hawks passing it around. Here's Rondo. Dishes it to Okongwu. And stolen by Harris. One-on-one fast break. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Nice shot by Rondo.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Pass to Maxey. On the wing, Harris. Milton the pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
Here's Okongwu. And he lays it straight in. Okongwu's now got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The 76ers leading by 10. On the wing, Harris. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Milton the pass to Embiid. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the right side. Rondo passes to Herter. Here's Okongwu. Can't hit from in close. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 76ers ahead, up by 12. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, they've got Embiid actually out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the three. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Passes it to Maxey. 5 to shoot. They swipe it. Fast break, the Hawks. On up the court. Okongwu. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Not only does Howard set perfect screens, he cuts quickly after the pick has been set. Just the perfect pick and roll player.
Young fires away from outside. Dwight Howard pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 10. There's the pass to Maxey. Here's Thybulle. Maxey passes to Howard. 5 on the clock and stolen by Bogdanovich. It's Young on the wing. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Embiid kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to Maxey. The dish to Howard. Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Young. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Passes to Korkmaz. And here's Maxey. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Embiid. He feeds it to Howard. Embiid trying to break loose. He dishes it to Howard. Misses from close range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Kicks it to Embiid. Rebound, Atlanta.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Reddish, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Tony Snell. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. And stolen by Simmons. From deep three-point range, here's Embiid, and Simmons kicks to Harris. There's the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And the Hawks with possession here. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The Hawks again can't hit. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Now here's Embiid. Clock at 6. Simmons on the wing. Simmons missing again. Young with the ball. From deep. The shot that time not on target.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For
Now, your organization had the #1 pick last year. You guys selected JDM, and now you are defending champions. Congratulations. So the upcoming draft, what is your organization looking for in order to defend the title?
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring... And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Danilo Gallinari.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Hawks, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the center position. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And, you know, one of the things you admire most about Clint Capella is that he plays to his strengths. He doesn't do stuff that he can't do. An athletic big man who, in that way, is similar to DeAndre Jordan.
All free throws good from Capella. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. High post Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Now, here is Young. 32 points for him last game against Orlando.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now, here's Capella. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
You know, for his size, Capella is quite graceful. I mean, he's not a stationary big man by any means. An excellent scorer off drive.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Now Capella, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Reddish the pass to Herter. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Giannis. 26 points for him last game against Memphis.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Here's DiVincenzo. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies. And here's Young from the arc. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Outside Collins. Rebound, Milwaukee. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 1. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Tony Snell's checked in for Collins. The pass to Rondo, and it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trae Young, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. 51 seconds left in the first. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young for the 3 with the putback. And it's Gallinari on the follow.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here is Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is.
Now, here is Young, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. And stolen by Portis. One-on-one fast break. Here's Forbes. And again, the Bucks miss. The Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Augustine. With 2 seconds left, and it's denied. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Hawks ahead, up 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Portis, and it's Augustine in at the 1 spot. Okongwu backs in, coming off the assist from Young. Okongwu's now got 4 points in the quarter. Augustine looking around. Pass to Portis. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Atlanta. And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. It's good. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Connaughton. Misses the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Reddish, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Tony Snell. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Hawks leading by 6. Down low, here's Capella. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the jump by Giannis.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Deflects the pass. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Collins, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 6-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Rondo, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Passes it to Huerter. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Capella, the pass to Collins. The second chance effort. And the rejection by Giannis. To the paint, DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Here's Rondo. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Rondo can't get it to go.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Lopez, no luck. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
From deep, Collins. Lopez grabs the board.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To end the cold streak, Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Bucks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Stolen by Collins. Here's Capella. And the rejection by Giannis. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And the last second attempt does not come. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends. And
pull it back, Kobe. Rest in peace to the mind man, baby GG.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari, and it's Young in at the point guard. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Now here's Young.
And you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Here's Herter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. A shot by Reddish, no good. Bucks leading by 4. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Shot's good by Middleton.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Atlanta's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Back to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Lets it go with the 3. Here's Capella. Goes back up. Makes it off the glass. Capella's got 10 points.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Now here's Young. 10 points for him. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. To the inside, Herter. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Herter's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. There's the triple. Another shot. The 3 for DiVincenzo. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And here's Young from the arc. Sinks the triple. He has 7.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. For 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Inside. And the dunk by Lopez.
And you go beyond the stats, and Lopez has been a real presence inside on the offensive end in this one.
Back to Gallinari. Lopez with the steal. To the paint. Here's Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists here tonight.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Middleton outside. No good on the shot. And Atlanta will come the other way. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Reddish.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Holiday, no one around him. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Young, and the rejection by Giannis. Double team on Holiday. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Rebound by the Hawks. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's the break. Young with no one around. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
I like seeing Middleton throw it down like that. Well, he's a great athlete, and he finishes with a little style, too.
Young taking his time here. Shoots the three. Another miss by Young. Outside Holiday. And that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 5. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. Here's Augustine after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Now the pass to Connaughton. Portis kicks to Augustine. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Snell. Wide open look. And it comes off the front of the rim.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. But they recover it. Back to Augustine. From deep three-point range. He can't hit that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Bucks. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Augustine. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. To the wing right side. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. And stolen by Okongwu. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. And finished off by Collins.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
Now here is Augustine. Ball's knocked loose. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Young's checked in for Atlanta. To the middle. Here's Portis. It's deflected. And they're pushing it up. Pushing it up. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Collins. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
The Hawks leading. Collins kicks to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
They need this. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Now, here is Young. Looking to get back on track here. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. The Hawks leading by 3. Snell. Rebounded by the Bucks. Craig's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Stolen by Collins. And they're on the break. Here's Okongwu. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Young in the corner. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Portis.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Down low. Here's Collins. It's good.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Collins.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Collins, that's a 2-pointer and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul. Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
And so the Hawks take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
you